Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no. This is such an honor. I will never forget the profound impact that all of you girls have had on my life. And I say that with absolute respect coming from my heart to yours, because we share in the same passion for Descendants or Zombies. For whatever reason we are here together, we are here because of our passion for Descendants and Zombies, and this has been an honor and an experience that I will never ever forget. I just want to say that from my heart to yours, because without you girls, you have no idea how much of a difference you have made on my life and how I create these videos. You have all made me a better person. Years ago, I didn't have very many friends, and I never had a whole lot of support creating YouTube, but now, in the last number of years, I've had a couple of really good friends who have helped me put this YouTube channel back together for you, and I'm able to create these really cool videos for you about Descendants and Zombies and provide it to you in a way that you've been meaning to have it provided to you for far long enough. And I just want to say thank you to each and every single little girl who ever saw my video, ever found my thumbnail and clicked on it, because without you, I wouldn't have any views, I wouldn't have any subscribers, and I certainly would have been made famous overnight. I have a lot of people to thank. I have each and every one of you. I have Dove Cameron, I have Kylie Cantrell, I have Ruby Rose Turner, whom I love dearly, and I'm going to miss because she's not going to be a part of Descendants 5. So many people that I can't forget to mention have made me famous overnight, undoubtedly. And I don't know where I would be without each and every one of you. Thank you so much. If you are somebody who has yet to subscribe to this YouTube channel, I think you're going to want to do that because you're going to have a whole lot of fun and you're really going to like it here. I love creating videos. I've been creating videos on YouTube since at least 2009. So that's about 15 years ago I uploaded my first YouTube video. And ever since then, I've been uploading videos about different content, different niches that I may have fallen into over the years. But I have never received this overwhelming response that I've gotten because of Descendants and Zombies. Thank you so much. And I say that with total respect towards every little girl and every person who has ever hit the subscribe button on this YouTube channel. I never ever thought that 3,000 girls would love my videos so much as what they have. I really didn't think you were going to love it. All that ever happened to me was that I used to watch Descendants with a bunch of girls because I had a girlfriend that, a number of different girlfriends in relationships that had little girls of their own that didn't have any dads, and they would get me to watch Descendants with them. And while the mom was doing something else around the house, I would sit down and watch Descendants with them. And I loved watching Descendants so much. And my girlfriend ended up thinking I was crazy because I loved Descendants so much, because I loved the music, I loved the story of it. I started analyzing it, and so much so it became such a huge part of my life that I created a YouTube channel because I thought all the girls that I was watching Descendants with and because of would love a YouTube channel and to hear me talk about Descendants and Zombies, because I really do love it as much as each and every one of you. And I can honestly tell you from my heart to yours, I will never forget the impact that it has had on my life. It has changed my life and changed my life for the better. Because when I couldn't make sense of my own life and what was happening in my life because of everything that happened to me with my parents passing away, my sister's battle with cancer, all the relationships that I was in that didn't work out, I always had each and every one of you. And I've always had each and every one of you. And that was proven when I had some of my very first subscribers who subscribed to this YouTube channel who are still here. Some of the very first subscribers that I've had are still here. I can remember when this YouTube channel had 6 subscribers, and that wasn't very many. This YouTube channel didn't have as great of a reach as it has now, and it definitely has expanded, and it's broadened its horizons, because the same 6 subscribers that I had when I first started this YouTube channel, and it premiered on YouTube on August 5th, 2024, which wasn't even a year ago, are still here. And I can't believe it. You know, I check the subscribers, and I see the subscribers all the time on this YouTube channel, and it blows my mind. It never ceases to amaze me. I think what did it for me with Descendants was just how enthralled every little girl became because of Descendants and Zombies, and how they saw themselves through the eyes of these characters. And I'll be honest with you, because I love musicals, Descendants really got it done for me with music. The music was incredibly beautiful. I just got done listening to the song Dream Comes True from Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires, Victor and Nova's duet, And I literally, every time I listen to that song, I wipe tears out of my eyes. God, I'm going to have a million girls hitting my subscribe button if I don't shut up. But that song is beautiful. Of course, the story was revolved around how they met each other in their dreams, saw each other in their dreams ever before they met. And, I've always wanted to meet a girl that I would see in my dreams. I've never had the opportunity to do it, but I would always love the opportunity to meet a girl that I saw in my dreams. Because when I was a teenager, I always used to dream about a girl. I never did get the opportunity to meet her, but she would always come back every night in my dream for a certain period of time. And I always wanted to take myself up in the opportunity, the chance, if you would, to have met her. I remember watching Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires just over 2 weeks ago, and I was so honored to have been a part of that premiere. Everything about it made sense to me, the story, the way it unfolded, the music, and I'm just as excited as each and every one of you by the time we get to Zombies 5. The release window is suggesting summer 2027. I'm really excited about that because the 2-year window will give me a chance to get more subscribers and attract more people to hit the subscribe button. So if you are a girl who loves it so much, if you're a family who watches Descendants and Zombies together, thank you so much because I know it's attracted so many families and inspired so many families, and I am honored, incredibly honored, you have to believe me, to have been made the voice of Descendants and Zombies by all of you. When I had a few friends in high school that were really good to me. I probably had 4 or 5 really good friends. Some of them were in indie bands. Some of them were involved with the entertainment business themselves and theater. And we all parted ways after high school. But the point I'm trying to make is I had 3 or 4 really good friends. And one of my really good friends, his name was Craig, and he was in an indie band. They were called Frozen Nebula. And all he ever wanted to do was create music and entertain people. And he had the opportunity to do it. He has his own family now. He loves them dearly. I haven't spoken to him in years, but we always used to have conversations every night on the phone. And when I was feeling really depressed at a certain time in my life, and I was going through a lot, I mentioned on the death of my parents, I mentioned how my sister was battling with cancer, but he was always there for me, and he always said to me, all you have to do in life is be yourself. Aspire to be yourself, and if everybody loves you, they're going to accept you and let you know about it. And if they don't love you, they're also going to let you know about it. It works both ways. So you only have 2 options and really one choice. You have to live your life for how you want to be perceived. And if it wasn't for Craig to this day, I probably wouldn't be as fun or outgoing as I am, and I probably wouldn't even be creating a YouTube channel for each and every one of you. I had another really good friend. His name was Josh. And a couple of weeks ago, he called me and he said, what the hell is wrong with you? You're not creating Descendants and Zombies videos anymore for these girls. They love you to death. And I felt like I was letting you all down. Years ago, I was creating Descendants and Zombies videos, long story short, and I hadn't created videos for a really long time, and he was, pretty conflicted about it, and he inspired me to come back. And then I had another co-host of a show that I was hosting years ago. He wanted me to create more content because he believed that I had told the story, but I hadn't completed it. I know that sounds like the original Descendants cast a lot, but he wanted me to create more videos for you. His name was Bob. He goes by Robert. And it was a collective effort to really bring this YouTube channel back. And I mentioned that there are a lot of people behind the scenes that make this YouTube channel happen for each and every one of you. It's not just me sitting behind a podcast microphone and an expensive high-definition camera recording these videos for you. It's a team of people that are no longer here. Some of them are still here that you don't see behind the scenes helping me with this, hooking up reciprocal lights and purchasing, props, if you would, for the show. There's a team of people that make this show happen. And, this has been the most incredible experience of my life because years ago, when I thought I had recorded my final podcast, I really thought this was over. There were a lot of new shows premiering. YouTube was more advanced than it was 20 years ago, and all I ever was a guy who used to stream his voice on Winamp and Showcast from his parents' basement, and that wasn't fun because you couldn't produce the show the way you wanted it to. You didn't really have enough space to create the show for your voice to be heard and your opinion to be expressed the way that you wanted it to be expressed. So everything that happened with Descendants over the last 10 years as we approach the 10th anniversary of Descendants. I know that I'll be doing a commemorative special on this YouTube channel for the 10th anniversary of Descendants, and I have a lot to say where that goes. But everything that happened to the stars of Descendants over the last 10 years has inspired this YouTube channel to become even more popular than it may have been probably 5 years ago if it were to have premiered back in 2021. I got everything straightened away and squared away in my life, and I was able to find this house. I was able to finance it, and when I moved into it, I thought it was a beautiful beautiful location, and the perfect time was now to create a YouTube channel about my thoughts on Ryan McCartan and how he may or may not have treated Dove Cameron, how Thomas Doherty had treated Dove Cameron, which was ridiculous. And then Kylie Cantrell was going through a really hard time with her boyfriend. They had broken up in 2024 just after my show had premiered, and my heart goes out to Kylie for that. And I want Kylie to know that the support is here for her on this YouTube channel, and I will never go away. I want to say I'm sorry to all the Descendants stars for not being here when I should have been here for them, and for every person who ever proudly said they were a fan of Descendants, because you guys have deserved to hear far better than what you've been hearing on YouTube for long enough now. It has been years since a guy has devoted his time and sat behind his podcast microphone every day and night to talk about Descendants and zombies in the way that it's been meant to be talked about for a very long time. And I saw that just last night when I watched a video of Meg Donnelly when she was talking about how proud she was to have been a part and the star of the Zombies franchise, and man, was she really ever appreciative of having the role of Addison Wells. I want to say this about Meg Donnelly. Meg Donnelly is so dedicated to her fans and connecting with her fans. She's always doing live feeds. I know the feed that I watched was 7 years ago when Zombies had just premiered. That was on February 18th of 2018. That was 7.5 years ago. And I think she's just as appreciative now to have the opportunity to pass the torch from herself and Mila Manheim to Malachi Burton and Freya Skye, who I just want to say are doing a fabulous job with the Zombies franchise, and I look forward to talking about them in the future. And they can rest assured they will hear nothing but good things in the way of a review about them, because I am truly inspired by people like Malachi Burton and Freya Skye. At just 15 years old, to be able to sing the way she does and have this incredible duet with Victor's character, of course portrayed by Malachi Burton, for Dreams Come True. Dreams Come True is the first of many great songs that we're going to hear in their own trilogy for Zombies. I hope we get to Zombies 7, 8, 9, 10, because you girls have deserved far better than what you've been hearing about it, and actually you deserve to see better than what you've been seeing too. I love how you're predicting. I think it's really cute how you're already predicting what was in that vortex. I myself have been wondering what is in the vortex. A lot of you have been saying and speculating there are going to be mermaids, there are going to be witches. I've always had an intriguement with the supernatural, so I don't buy into what other critics are saying about how we're running out of supernatural creatures to talk about and see their introduction into the Zombies franchise. If you want to think that it's mermaids, if you want to think it's witches, if you want to think it's trolls and goblins and flying unicorns, more power to you. If you even want to think it's a sea serpent, I have nothing wrong with that, because there are so many supernatural creatures that we could see in the Zombies franchise. There's such a lore with this that I am really, really excited about. I'm just as excited about this as you are. You know, when I first got a look at Zombies, I thought a sci-fi musical for Disney was a huge chance for them to take a huge shot. But it was a shot worth taking, because look at how much it exploded. There are people who watched Zombies when they were 7 or 8 years old, and now they are in high school, because the years separated for the releases of Zombies, the release windows have been separated out far enough now that people who used to watch it when they were 7 or 8 years old are still watching it in high school. You know, when I first watched Zombies, I was 25, and I had a lot going on in my own life, and I saw myself through the eyes of these characters. No matter what character I saw myself through the eyes of, it could have been Zed, it could have been Bucky, it could have been anybody on that cast that was a guy. But I was 25 years old when I first saw Zombies, and immediately the message of it jumped out at me about acceptance. Because I think everybody is constantly struggling for acceptance in their own life and situations they may be struggling with that they don't admit to with their friends. And if you have a friend who's a girl who admits to you that she's going through a lot, that tells you how much she respects you. I love friendships between girls, and we see this a lot with Descendants, because I think that guys can sometimes have a tendency to be real idiots, because they say you're spending too much time with your girlfriend. You're always talking to your girlfriend. You're always hanging out with your girlfriend. The reason why, listen up idiots, the reason why girls hang out with other girls is because they understand each other, and they value each other for their worth. And the more that a guy can understand that, the better this world is going to be, and the better off we're going to be as guys, because we would just be idiots taking up space in a world that would make no sense. I think that if guys would really back off and give girls their space and give them their girl time and their girl outings, I think this world will be a better place, because you guys have helped me make sense of everything, and no matter what a guy says about you or how they feel about you, I want you to know that you are number one in my books and you're all right by me. And I would love for you to subscribe to this YouTube channel because you are what makes sense in this world. You are the reason why we exist as guys, because we would just be lonely idiots in this world that wouldn't be able to make sense of our own lives without you. And I think that Meg Donnelly, being the producer of Zombies, is going to do a fabulous job now sitting behind the camera, herself and Milo Manhunt, because of their friendship. I know there were a lot of rumors about their relationship being on and off again, but they were just friends. There was a point when they actually lived together. I know this because I remember when they went to see Deadpool 2 years ago, and that wasn't yesterday. But they did live together at one point, but their friendship is going to really be validated with this production role they're going to ascend now to for the Zombies franchise. I'm really looking forward to it, but I will say this. I would love to purchase the Descendants and Zombies franchises because I think I would have a lot to offer to it. I think I have this creative energy from my background with theater, and I have an understanding and a greater appreciation for the Descendants and Zombies franchises. So if there ever is an opportunity for me to purchase the Descendants and Zombies franchises, I'm going to go for it because I would create Zombies and Descendants movies that you would be blown away by. I think there is such a creative potential with Descendants and Zombies that has yet to be explored, and so many chapters that have yet to be written. I first fell in love with Descendants in 2015, as I mentioned at the start of the show, and I've been in love with it ever since, and I haven't looked back since. I don't have a relationship because of my love, my passion that I share with all of you for Descendants and Zombies, but there honestly is nowhere else in the world I would rather be than having the honor to have sit behind this podcast microphone for however long I've had the opportunity to create these shows for each and every one of you. It means so much to me to be able to sit behind this podcast microphone and give it 5-star reviews, because a lot of people will just use AI to create thumbnails. A lot of people will just use AI for descriptions, really AI tools to create these videos and get like 15, 20,000 subscribers. I've never ever wanted to do that. All I've ever wanted to do was be a part of your lives and help make you stronger and prepare you for life with my reviews of Descendants and Zombies, because ultimately that's what Descendants and Zombies has done for us. Descendants and Zombies have helped us become stronger people, to be able to stand up in the face of adversity and really counteract everything that we're faced with. And I have a tremendous amount of respect for people like Kylie Cantrell, Dove Cameron, who have done it in the past, and Meg Donnelly, who do a fabulous job through the portrayal of these characters. And I will forever be here each and every single night of my life talking about Descendants and Zombies because I love it so much, and it's been an incredible honor. It's been an incredible thrill ride for me to be able to sit behind this podcast microphone and critique it in a way that it's been meant to be critiqued for a very long time, because I've seen podcasts that have gone up to 45 minutes where nobody has said anything nice about Descendants or Zombies whatsoever. And I've just wanted to give that to you for far long enough now, and you're going to have to forgive me because I am a real sweetheart, and I just believe that creating great videos about Descendants and Zombies is the way to go. There's really a fork in the road when it comes to Descendants and Zombies videos. The path to the right, cliché-ly saying, will take you down a path of obscurity where the videos don't really make a whole lot of sense. Or you could stay here on this YouTube channel and you could flex your Descendants and Zombies muscles and hit the subscribe button for me, because the thing about me is I love seeing the subscribers go up on this YouTube channel, and there are often times where I create videos on this YouTube channel where I don't see anybody subscribing. But if somebody subscribes in the first 5 minutes of watching one of my videos, or any of my videos that are up for recommendation currently right now on the YouTube recommendation system, it helps make this YouTube channel that much stronger. I've often referred to it like using an ab machine at the gym. So obviously if you use the ab machine at the gym and you do 50 crunches, you make yourself stronger, and you will eventually become stronger. Even though you don't seem or feel like you're getting stronger, you eventually will. So the more that you hit the subscribe button on this YouTube channel, what happens is the further these videos get pushed out into the YouTube algorithm, the recommendation system will pick this YouTube channel up, and more Descendants and Zombies fans can find these videos, who are searching up the Worlds Collide Tour to be reviewed, who are searching up the previews for Descendants 5, who are talking about Descendants 4 all the time. I mean, I must have watched Descendants 4 The Rise of Red 100 times, and I kid you not. I loved everything about Descendants 4, and I was probably the only YouTuber who found anything good to say about Descendants 4, but I believe that Descendants 4 was a fabulous production. They had a choreographer from the Wicked team on board for it. The flow of the music was great. I know to a lot of people it felt like Harry Potter, and they expected them to be flying on broomsticks at any given moment during Descendants 4 The Rise of Red, but I think that even in the light of the criticism, there was a shadow of kindness. And what I mean by a shadow of kindness, I really loved Ruby Rose Turner for just how kind she was and how she demonstrated that kindness really does go a long way in this world. And let me tell you guys something. There is never an opportunity where you don't have the chance to be kind. Every single day, kindness presents itself to be shown to somebody in your own life that you may have taken for granted before in your past. And these opportunities you've probably taken for granted perhaps. But there is always a moment to show kindness to somebody. And I know for a fact there is somebody out there watching these videos who is just wanting a little bit of extra kindness seen in their life because of what they may be going through. And I want you to know that you're not alone. You were never alone. And on this YouTube channel, I have so many incredible people who have gone out of their way to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I would love for you to be one of them, because I know you see yourself through the eyes of your favorite characters like Red and Chloe and Bridget, and I know that you have felt inspired at one point or another in your life, some time in your life, from being a Descendants fan. We all have. And this franchise, unquestionably, I know now more than I ever have, has changed my life, and I will never ever forget the profound impact that Descendants has had on my life. You know, I upload videos all the time, and I go to Booster Juice, I go to Dairy Queen, and I come home and I don't have any subscribers. But the more subscribers that I attract with this YouTube channel, it means the world to me. You know, I'm not a guy who plays guitar. I'm not a guy who always goes to the gym and lift weights. I do lift weights, but I don't lift a whole lot of weights. But I was never a guy to create videos with music and get 377,000 views overnight. I've had a lot of girls leave me because they fell in love with the indie rockers who create one song on YouTube and get 377,000 views, believe it or not, and they leave me in the dust, and I never hear or see from them again. But even though I've been left in the dust because somebody uploaded one video on YouTube and got 377,000 views overnight and became Mr. Beast with 416 million subscribers, I know I have each and every one of you, and I don't care what Mr. Beast is doing right now, because I know I have each and every one of you. There are people on YouTube that have millions of subscribers, thousands upon thousands of subscribers. But at least I know I have each and every one of you, and I can always depend on each and every one of you to make me happy every day, because you hit the subscribe button, you hit the like button, and I can tell you my stories that relate to Descendants and Zombies. You can share your thoughts about Descendants and Zombies in the comments forever and always. And I like to believe that I created a YouTube channel that everybody is going to run away with something from and feel inspired by, even if that is creating your own YouTube channel. Maybe I aspired you to create your own YouTube and become the next YouTuber. I would love to see you create videos on Descendants and Zombies and compete against this YouTube channel. I would love for anybody to present their theory about Descendants and how they feel about it. Because I know, even though Descendants has received its fair share of criticism, there are people out there that have felt inspired by Descendants. And I feel very proud to have created over 200 videos in the last 3 months about Descendants and Zombies and attracted so many people with an incredible amount of views. And overflowing a massive amount of views that I can't even believe happened for me. This YouTube channel made me famous overnight. You girls made me famous overnight because you are incredibly fearless, you are incredibly strong, and don't let anybody else tell you any different. I'm going to have 1 million girls hitting my subscribe button if I really don't shut up. But I just want to say thank you from my heart to yours, because you don't have to be here on this YouTube channel. The reality of it is I am up against 15 million critics, and I have seen my fair share of criticism from creating these videos. But in the midst of the criticism, there are an incredible amount of really kind people out there who love this YouTube channel so much and who love my videos. There are people, there are girls who can't seem to get enough of these videos. For the life of me, I don't know why. For the life of me, I don't know how you're finding these videos, but it means so much to me that you are, and you mean so much to me for having been a part of this niche. This is one niche that I would fall in love with over and over again without even thinking about it, because it means so much to me for the profound impact that it's had on my life. And it's a profound impact that I know that I will never ever forget. You know, people upload videos on YouTube and the only views they get are from their mom. I don't even get views from my girlfriend. You know, I don't even think my girlfriend has ever watched one video that I have uploaded on my YouTube channel for whatever niche I was talking about, or even given me one like. If there is a girl that I've ever dated who has hit my like button or hit my subscribe button or watched any of my videos, I don't know about it. And I would love for her to let me know that she watches these videos, but she's not going to tell me if she has or she hasn't. I don't think I've been in a relationship where a girl I've been with and prioritized over my own life has even watched videos like you girls do. And that just goes to show how smart so many incredible people are from all age demographics and all walks of life. Because when my girlfriend didn't even watch videos that I created, I had each and every one of you watching these videos, and it meant so much to me because of that. Because you were a fan of Mal, you were a fan of Red, and I felt so honored being able to create these videos for each and every one of you. Where my girlfriend is, I have no idea. She hasn't spoken to me in a really long time, but even though I've been brokenhearted, this YouTube channel has really allowed me to be able to make sense of my own life and really help me out of situations and predicaments that I should have never ended up in the first place. But if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, I think you're really going to love this YouTube channel, because on this YouTube channel I talk about everything, moments in history that have anything to do with Descendants, regardless of what it is, a birthday, a momentous time in the calendar of Descendants, everything. We talk about everything. I love talking about the birthdays of Descendants characters. I believe the next birthday is Morgan Dudley's in August. And then, of course, we move on to significant times, like, of course, the 10th anniversary of Descendants. We've got Ruby Rose Turner's birthday in October, so a lot of stuff happening on this YouTube channel. And yes, last night I seriously thought about passing in a resume for a noodle shop, Chinatown. I'll let you know how that goes, because I always wanted to live the Kung Fu Panda life dream, or the Tom Cruise life, where I was dangling from a helicopter shooting thousands of zombies, and only you can make that happen by hitting my subscribe button, and I'll let you know how that goes. But we've got a lot of stuff happening. The 10th anniversary of Descendants coming up, Morgan Dudley's birthday in August, and the 20th birthday of Ruby Rose Turner, I believe I got that right, on October 16th. So we got a lot of stuff happening, and of course, as we etch ever closer to the release window, which suggests summer 2026 for Descendants 5, Wicked Wonderland, and summer 2027 for Zombies 5, that has yet to be confirmed. I'll have more info when I get my hands on it for Zombies 5 and the release window that are suggesting anytime between now and 2027. I love Zombies 4, Dawn of the Vampires. If you haven't watched it, you can watch it now globally on Disney Plus, and you can stay calm and zombie on. With that having been said, I think this is the perfect opportunity for us to spread some kindness and show and give some kindness to somebody who may need it in their life out there in the world today. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to be a part of your life and having made me the voice of Descendants and Zombies. All this stuff to be said is that every dream can come true, because all you have to do is stay calm and zombie on. I will be back later on tonight throughout the evening with another great Descendants and Zombies video for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and be kind to one another.